Hello ladies, and welcome to my video series on getting you one step closer to that crown. Now today the first thing that I'm going to talk about is a question I'm always asked, and it's quite relevant because we actually don't know how to prepare for a pageant, some of us. So I'd just like to share best ways to prepare for a pageant is firstly, be prepared emotionally. You need to understand the very importance of the point of having that pageant. They're having that pageant because they are looking for an ambassador, someone to represent their brand and the brand's sponsorships. And we can't take that very lightly. This is a woman who is going to be the brand. So for me is gather your information first, know why it is you're going to enter that competition, and also, when I say be emotionally prepared, it's to say you don't know what the outcome is going to be. They always say make room for disappointment. I say make room for self-growth and self-development. It's not a disappointment if you didn't win. Yes, it's a little bit achy. It's because you want yourself to be the person who's wearing that crown. But for me, it's definitely development, it's growth, because the period of preparing you to walk on that stage, you have gone through so many trials, tribulations, and amazing peaks of getting to know yourself and knowing your purpose. So that is the most essential for me. Secondly, start having relationships with other sponsors, designers on social media. There's so many young, talented designers who would like to showcase their work on an individual. And what better to ask them to sponsor you some of their clothing that you can post on your social media to market them. And that is what we call the win-win situation. So for me, that also, you must just create the best relationships that you can. And one thing that I didn't do that I wish I did is to go for a makeup tutorial. Where I could just learn how to apply my own lashes, how to switch from a day look into an evening look as well, just adjusting my eyeshadow to the dress that I'm going to be wearing later, or a different lip color that will pop or that will work with what I'm currently wearing. So that's what I have found as well. Girls don't necessarily also know how to style for day wear, cocktail, or evening wear. And I think there's a big gap there. When you talk about an evening outfit, we automatically just think matric dance dress. No. An evening dress can be whatever you feel makes you the most comfortable, but also sort of like your cocktail dress can also be an evening dress. But your day wear is more of like your interview outfits, your relaxed outfits that have a little bit of a touch of a beautiful high heel that makes it stand out, or the colors of what you're wearing that really make your face blossom even more. So, and preparing yourself going towards the pageant world or competing in a pageant, also know what is happening in your country, know what is happening around the world. There's no point in us choosing a representative or an ambassador who doesn't know who the president of the country is, who doesn't know our minister of transport, our minister of health. And these are important because these are dignitaries who you would be engaging with once you do become that ambassador. So when you know what's going on in the world, it also makes it easy to engage with these dignitaries at a later stage. And what are you going to talk about with Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa? At least you have some leverage. Read books, watch the news on a day-to-day basis. And I know some people don't like watching the news, they prefer listening to iTunes or music, but it's very vital that you know what is happening in your country. We cannot be asking you about the water crisis, and you're like, I think it's fine, we must just take precautions. No, have more information, have something valid to say that you can extend upon. And you would have seen as well with our previous winners, your Katriana, your Zozis, your Demis, the ladies who have gone and taken the Miss Universe crown, they're very firm when they answer because these are issues that they know about. It's not things that they just saying. It's things that they know about, they're aware about, and they are well informed to put it out there. Also, when preparing for a pageant, one more thing, have fun, guys. I always say to women, it's not always about that crown or walking away with that 1 million rand. just for you being in that competition means that you've accomplished something so big and you've challenged yourself to be amongst other women, and you've learned so much during the process of the final crowning of the new queen. So have fun, enjoy the journey, and be the best version of yourself. I see a lot of girls, I've judged a few pageants as well in the past, and I've seen our young ladies and our women feeling as if they can't be entirely themselves. No, that is what they want. That is what these judges want. That is what the brand wants. They want the best version of you. They want to break that shell, take you out of that box. If you're funny, be funny. If you're boring, be boring, but be yourself. Anyway, guys, I hope these tips help. Mwah. You can follow me at Miss Maduna, and you can check out my pageant page, and it's called Mpomi Pageants. It's also on Instagram. I'd like to share more of these video series with you. Mwah.